I was dancing. We are live, baby. Have you ever listened to that little music that plays before we start?
I can't hear it on my side, but I got you.
Oh, you can't ever. Oh man, it'd be bumping. I'd be getting down.
We are live, baby.
We are live, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening and watching live all around the world. Welcome to Love Lockdown, the podcast. If you guys don't know what that is where my husband and I discuss relationship advice that perfectly works for us. So I'm one of your hosts, Britt, and you are?
I am the one and only Captain Arrogant. And today, my beard is imported from Jamaica. And if you are new to the show is streamed live via Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. It is also available the next day on every streaming platform. And today we got a wonderful show for you. But first, we'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors.
Wonderful. I was thinking Wayne's World today. Look, I've got Luke Belair right here in the building. I've got the black and pink bottle. This is the Rare Rosé. This is what I'm drinking. What you drinking on?
El Clasico. I'm drinking the Little Wayne bottle.
Oh.
The cream though. I'm drinking it in my coffee. I needed a little upper today. It's been a long one.
Yeah, I was about to say you must be drinking some coffee if you are drinking that because you like to mix that in there. I want to tell you why I like this bottle so much. The black bottle. Excuse me, I bumped it a little bit. You know why I like this bottle so much? Because you can't see through it. So no one knows exactly how much I drink. Because I feel like people be judging me sometimes. Huh?
I said you was cutting out just a tad bit. I can hear you now.
I was cutting out. Are we good now?
Yeah.
Let me explain this again. I was saying that I really like the black bottle, and I was asking you, do you know why I really like this black bottle? Because people don't judge me. And I love that because you can't see how much I truly drink. It could be up here right now. It could be down here right now. You guys don't know.
Well,
and I appreciate it.
I got a nice amount. I probably got half bamboo cream and half coffee right now. So I don't care what y'all think. I'm drinking.
Well, usually I'll have like the pink bottle is clear. So you'll see already I'm down here and people are like, damn, already? And it's like, yeah, already. It's been a long day. But today you don't know. So
hey, do it how you do it, baby. So if you are new to the show, make sure you chime in and tell us where you're from. We love to hear where you're from. And we love for you to chime in on the show. This is season 4, so you have the ability to join us live and become a part of the show. You have your own little square screen. You can come in and give your own little opinion. You can come in and say what you want to say. If you don't like what we're saying, come in. If you do like what we're saying, come in. The link is posted below now. So if you get a chance to join us.
Come join us.
If you think you're lonely now, click that link. Put in your browser, join us backstage. You won't miss a second of the show. You can watch it from backstage. But on to our other sponsor.
We got AdamandEve.com. I have nothing clever to say today, other than my read later on. But you guys, if you want some sex toys, 50% off, make sure that you use code LL69. It's about to be the holiday season. Actually, LL69. Technically it is. It's already the holiday season. People have been already just celebrating. So, yeah, LL69.
LL69. If your piece needs some peace, go to AdamandEveStores.com. Use the code LL69. Matter of fact, if your side piece needs a piece,
oh my God,
go to AdamandEveStores.com. Use code LL69 because they will give you 50% off plus a bunch of free items. A bunch of videos for your side piece to keep her busy while you're doing your holiday thing with your real family. If you don't have a side piece in your piece in particular, you need some peace. AdamandEveStores.com.
Y'all don't listen to him. He's gonna get you in trouble. If you want to get
something for your real significant during the holiday season, dog. Somebody got to look out. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them go unnoticed. As a former member of the National Players Association, loneliness during the holidays is,
it's real.
It's what they signed up for.
Yeah, but yeah. So AdamandEve.com. Check us out. LL69. Get it. You got any more? Anything else? Is that it?
That's it. That's it. We can get right into it.
Okay. I don't know. I'm a little nervous because you're smiling too hard. I feel like you're about to menace today. So
yeah, I got time today, baby.
let's get into it.
So James is checking in from Ypsilanti, Michigan, representing the house. Marify is always checking in. She's watching via YouTube. Brad Squad is in the building. JD checking in as always from Twitch.
Yes.
Listen, if you are a regular on this show and y'all love us like y'all love us, we appreciate y'all. Y'all tune in, y'all make the show, and we made the show about y'all for a reason. We really want people to have their opinions. We really want people to shine through the show. This is not just about us because it's a lot about me because I'm special. But it's also about you as well.
Yes, that exactly. It's exactly about them. Oh, did you freeze? Or freezing for a second?
I think you froze. I was waiting to see if it was me. It might have been you.
It looked like it. No, that was definitely you, G. You were glitching on me. You were glitching on me. Man. Yeah, it was you. You were like.
Well, if it does it one more time, then I'll unplug and get righteous. But until then, we got our favorite part of the show, which is the current events.
Yes, sir.
So
current events today.
If you are not watching, what we have on the screen is somebody named It's Biscuit. Don't know who that is. They said when your friend hires someone else to do exactly what you do for a living, and they put all those red flags under there. That's hilarious. But the next part says when they happily pay someone else to do it, but expect you to do it for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how it works for other cultures in general. But this is a specific cultural problem for Black people. We have the worst issue of supporting our own people.
Yeah.
And let me keep it real. And it's because a lot of us are ghetto. But one person don't make a group. But also it's a lot of jealousy in there too. So this is a big problem. I think we have like the worst circulation of money amongst our community by like a long way, a long way. If I think last time it was like an hour.
It's bad.
It's bad. So we don't really circulate money in our community. And this problem right here hits home for every business owner, every entrepreneur, every side hustler. Anybody who's trying to do anything outside the norm, you've experienced this part. When your friend hires somebody else to do exactly what you do for a living. How do you feel when that happens?
I feel like since we've been a business since 2012, this doesn't affect me anymore. When we first started though, like of course we were young, you know what I mean? You expect that support from people that you know and love. But now, being that it's been almost 10 years in the game, like I appreciate it because I think it actually helps the grind, if that makes any sense. I just think that it helps you grind more. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, good. No, I was just saying like I used to be butthurt about it, but now I feel like when I see friends getting from other people that's not us, like it just makes me want to work more. And I actually appreciate it because it actually gave us the opportunity to want to work outside of just people that we know. You know what I mean? So now we've built this amazing company that our clients literally are. I don't think we have any clients that we are family, maybe 1%. So I just think it pushes you more, but it is bogus. It's bogus. Man, but I don't care. I just don't care anymore.
I learned a long time ago that you cannot depend on anybody but yourself to build who you are, and you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
the people who come to you asking for discounts are not only disrespecting your services and your skill set, but they're also disrespecting themselves, because little do you know, as you grow in business, those people will be the worst clients you will ever have.
No. Yes.
They want the most.
Absolutely.
They want to do the absolute most, because they're probably spending their last dollar to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a double-edged sword. So I try to stay away from that type of business, but I see a lot of it. For instance, a lot of people who do it too, as a man, you see a lot of different things. Like, you see sometimes people trade barbers a lot. I don't trust no man who changes barbers too often. That's not something that you do. It shows a lack of loyalty. I've pretty much had the same 4 people cut my hair my entire life.
I think also like lack of loyalty, and I think it also shows something that reflects in you too, that you just don't give a damn about yourself, because when you are traveling on to other people and just getting your hair done, like this obviously is just right. We're just using this as an example with business, but like if you're just going around ballsy getting your hair cut by anybody, like you don't give a damn about yourself either, because, and that goes with business. You just working with anybody instead of the people that you know will truly care and get it done the correct way. And that means like you truly just don't care. You know what I mean? And now at this point, you're, like you said, you're working to compete. You're working out of jealousy, and you are working backwards. You're fucking yourself up and you know, everybody else around you. So yeah, like you don't want no bald spots.
And this is another thing that people don't realize. When you do this and you promote other people's business who don't care about you, who you're not related to, and your family members do that, people take mental notes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't forget that. You think that you're being slick and you getting the best price and you going elsewhere for your business, but people remember. People remember. So let's check in with the comments, see what's going on. James chimed in. He said, when you specialize in a skill or a service, you pay for the expertise. Stop asking someone you know to do things for free all the time. Check and check. Amber just chimed in. She said, hey, family.
Hello.
What's up, Amber? What's going on? James said, stop asking for discounts all the time. Marify said, exactly. Amber also said, best customers are strangers.
Absolutely. I mean, we figured that out.
JD chimed in. He said, it's so true. They're just equals 300 or 6 hours of your time. Listen, the negotiation from somebody who cannot do what you can do is the most asinine negotiation you can have. If they could do it,
yeah,
they would do it themselves. And this is the sad part. This is where we go. And in our community, is absolutely asinine. We see it all the time. If you go to the beauty supply, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but the beauty supply is normally owned by Asian people in Detroit.
Yeah, I haven't been to one yet. They hasn't been.
The most asinine markup in the world. The most asinine markup, and you're gonna go to the beauty supply and you're gonna pay 4 times whatever you bought it there, and you could have got it on Amazon or somewhere else for 4 times cheaper.
Absolutely.
But because people don't want to wait, you go to the beauty supply and you go buy that cheap ass wig, or you go buy that cheap ass beard marker that y'all go buy, and y'all spend 4 times the amount of money that you're supposed to spend, but you're not going in there negotiating with Chung Lee. You want to negotiate with Marcus.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like spitting on someone. It's disrespectful. And I always tell people too, like, even when it comes to a business, like, you're not about to sit there and be able to talk to Macy's. Like, you're not calling Macy's like, yo, give me a discount. You know what I mean? Like, I even sell sometime on Poshmark, and the questions that I get, you guys, on certain things is just so asinine. It's ridiculous. Like, I will literally have someone say, like, can you measure this $5? I will have shit on there for $5, y'all. Brand new. And they'll have the nerve to ask me, can you send me the measurements from chest to chest? Do you go to Macy's and ask for people to measure from chest to chest? No, you just buy a shirt. You just buy it. So I don't know what people think when it comes to like personalization type things, but when you are already like getting a good deal, like you should just leave it at that. Figure it out.
And it shows how cheap you are. And let me give you a little insight into people who have money. There's a store that we ran into about a couple of years ago called Bergdorf Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
You call them and you order, and first of all, you get a personal shopper, and they have your card on file.
Yes.
You don't even discuss price with them people.
No.
So people with money are the only people calling this store. So when you come in and you negotiating over $100 or $200 somewhere, you are showing yourself to be broke.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not you know it. Like, you think that you about to get a good deal. No, you're broke.
Yeah, it looks bad, especially when you hit a certain age bracket. Like I get at like 18, you trying to do things like, you know, save up and whatnot. But especially when it comes to something that you're starting, like your own company, and you trying to like cheapen out, like you're just not ready yet for your own shit then, if you're going to do that. So figure it out.
That's the opposite side, baby. That's a good point. A lot of y'all cheap out y'all damn selves.
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to say it as nice as she said it. Y'all cheap out y'all damn selves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the other side of it. Like, the reason that people think Black people have bad service or bad quality is because some of the people who that are in our culture and are Black, and they so busy cheaping products that they'll never have a return customer. That's the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what you pay for, dog.
You get
write it down. Get a tattoo.
Write it down. T-shirt. You got it. That's it. Get what you pay for. Next up.
So one of my favorite people, Auntie Cash Doll. Cash Doll recently said, and this looks like it was via Twitter, but she said, I think women take men back over and over because they're afraid of being alone.
Yes. And I wanted to just slap her for saying, duh. Like, you know what?
She's so smart.
Let me just say this right now. A lot of y'all listen to these damn celebrities and they be saying absolutely nothing. Like, is this not something that you don't even learn when you're in 5th grade, for crying out loud? Like, I feel like you see this. You know what I mean? I feel like you see this. Did she really need to type this out and tell us like she told us something monumental?
A lot of the time when people type things like this, like you kind of figuring out that they're
going through it themselves. Oh, I thought you were about to say
this shit because and I said this, I think I said it like 3 episodes ago too. Like, we are the worst when it comes to teaching things because Black people think if you learned something 5 minutes ago, that you are now a master at this. So now you can teach it. I've seen people with fucking 1,000 subscribers holding classes on how to be a fucking influencer. Motherfucker, can you become one first?
And then there's me sitting here.
Can you become one first?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm sitting here at 27,000, like not quite ready yet. You know what I mean? Like every day I build up more. I'm still like not quite ready yet, but I'm ready.
Never got a free product.
No.
We have a problem with that. You're not a master because you just figured something out today.
Yeah.
You have to go through an extenuous process of learning something to the level of knowledge and years of experience before you try to teach it to other people. Would you allow a non-certified teacher to teach your fucking kids because they woke up and learned how to read yesterday? No, you would not.
No, I mean, I hope not.
Your fucking advice you just learned yesterday because you look stupid.
Yeah, I hope no one said. You know what, Chris? I feel like someone in the world that's watching this right now really did say, "Yup, I sure would." Like, that's sad to me. Like, somebody actually did say yes to that question that you just asked.
But they saying yes because they the people typing these fucking statuses.
See, what I thought you were going to say is not necessarily that she just learned it herself, but I thought you were going to say, well, this is the same thing. I feel like when people actually are experiencing things that they want attention and write it out. Like, I feel like she's probably pissed at her baby daddy. or he did something, somebody, or maybe a friend that she cares about went back with somebody. Like, I feel like this is personal. Like, people do this catty stuff when it's personal and they write it out, not knowing that they just look dumb as hell and should just talk to the person individually outside of social media, because this is sis.
Listen, we got two comments that chimed in. Amber said facts. JD chimed in and he said something else, but this is the one I had to put up here because this one makes the most sense. The biggest problem with this tweet is the 1,335 retweets. And
I didn't even notice
should
that.
Not be surprised by the level of dumbness of people by now, because you could just look at our last fucking president.
Well,
the level of intelligence that you have to hold a certain position is not that high. But at the same time, your following's IQ will be the same level as yours or below.
Well, I mean, Kanye was told he's a genius too,
that's the problem. That's the problem right there.
A creative, yes, but a genius,
I would even go as far as to say a savant, which is
absolutely. That's a beautiful way to
say for people who are very, very good in one area of expertise.
There you go.
But when you call people a genius, you make them think that they're smart at everything and that they process well and that they socialize well. That's not true. No,
and then they start doing stupid shit, like thinking that they can be on a ballot and run for president
or
at the absolute wrong time.
For $90.
There you have it.
He's ashy as hell, bro.
Oh gosh, yeah. So I can't believe how JD. I didn't see them retweets. That is insane. Now, could that be? You really think that people are retweeting because they agree with her? Or you think it's just because of her popularity? Because I feel like sometimes some celebrities could say
it in perspective. Auntie Cash Doll just recently put her whole body on display in BMF.
I forgot about
that. Followers in there who telling her good morning every morning on her damn timeline who are retweeting this.
Like she's not pregnant. Yeah, like they just about to slide in.
Yeah,
morning, beautiful.
If we take away those people, there's still fucking 1,000 other people who retweeted this. Like, yes, girl. Like, because they just found that shit out yesterday.
Ooh, she understood the assignment. That's probably what they were saying. I'm so tired of that. Y'all got to stop with that.
Y'all got to stop with that shit.
Please stop.
Do y'all schoolwork in fucking school.
You don't even know. Spell assignment. That's what I used to tell my students all the time. All the time I used to say that to my students. Like, if you can't spell it, be quiet. Sit down. Nobody got time for that. But, congratulations, Auntie Cash, on the pregnancy. I hope it's going beautiful for you. But stop saying stupid shit.
We are Cash Doll fans.
We are.
But not for her tweets.
No. Not happening.
What's the Cash Doll song?
Give me my money. Give me my money. Isn't that what it is?
Run me my money.
Run me my money. That's it. I would say that. I said, give me money. Yeah, run me my money.
Run me my money. That's
313.
Stick to that, Cash. I'm good with that.
Please.
And this is I'm gonna have to get a shirt that says this, but they should give you a fucking test before they allow you to post on social media. There should be a testing limit.
I feel like
that would solve a lot of fucking problems.
You just need a shirt that says just test on everything, because I feel like you would think for kids.
These people will have kids though. Repo them fucking kids. She's currently pregnant. Posting that shit. Repo them kids.
You said the kids doomed already?
This is what you giving us when you about to bring another person in this world. This was your ding ding that day. I gotta tell them this. Sis. We already knew.
She said that was profound. I bet she was like, nailed it. This is it. This is it. What Lil Duval say?
Okay, so the next one we got is Lil Duval.
I seen you about to take a drink. Okay.
He said, in a perfect world, women with kids shouldn't be working. That is a full-time job itself. I think this is one of the reasons balance is off nowadays in our community. I'm going to take a drink and let you go first. Because I feel like that men should have a height limit to do a lot of things in this world.
First off,
before Facebook.
First off, okay, this isn't something that you say when people aren't in the same type of money bracket that you are in. Like, you can't just be, and this is another problem that I have with a lot of celebrities, is that they say a lot of rich people shit, but they're saying it to broke people. Like, you can't sit here and say that and you make millions daily,
I
probably
think
just
you're
by
breaking up
tweeting
just
it.
a tad bit.
Oh, I'll take it out. Hold on. Give
No,
me this.
you good.
Give me this. Because I got stuff to say. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me good now? Okay, because I got something to say.
Yep, perfect.
I was saying simply that I feel like this is a lot of celebrity issues that I have, because a lot of rich people say a lot of rich shit to a lot of broke people. Like, he's tweeting this out to people who make the average type of income, right? Like, this is not the 1960s. This is 2021. Like, a lot of women with kids aren't even with their significant or their baby daddy or their significant other, whatever have you. Like, it's just not the way the world works anymore. You have to work unless you are with Lil Duval. You know, like, I just don't agree with this. I think it's kind of a slap in the face to women too. So I know you have a lot to say about this. I'm not going to say your words because I know what you're about to say.
Let me start by saying this. If you are under 5 foot, my man's, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You did what I'm saying? Like, shut up and live your best life. You are absolutely correct, because this tweet right here shows a level of out of touchness that's through the roof.
Yeah.
Like, it's so out of touch. And I read an article probably about 2 weeks ago that showed that only 10% of Americans make over $100,000 a year. And people are like, oh, $100,000. That might seem like a lot to some people, but $100,000 with some kids in the picture ain't enough to carry a fucking household. And if only 10% of Americans are making this $100,000, then none of this shit he's talking about makes sense.
None of it does.
And the thing that bothers me the most is I hate when people try to make shit careers that's not careers. Being a mom is not a fucking career. That's not a full-time job, because of the simple fact that there's not an IQ level to have a child. There's not a age level. There's not a money level to have a child. There's no skill in fucking involved.
Not only that, but I also feel like anything that you choose, like, you don't have to have kids, right? But you chose to have kids. And I honestly think that it's a little disrespectful to your children too. Like, I don't think people realize how messed up it is to hear a sentence that says, oh, you are a full-time job. You know what I mean? Like, it's torched. Because first off, I didn't ask to be here. You chose to have me.
Check.
So repo them kids. You know what I mean?
Listen, repo them kids. If your mom is telling you that you're a full-time job, dial 1-800-REPO them kids, because you need to be repoed because your mama is a fool. You're not a full-time job. First of all, and this is where we get into simple math. That's why I said we need to have a test before people are able to post on social media. Simple math tells you that once the kids become a certain age, you don't even have them most of the day.
Right.
The school teacher has your child more hours than you have them awake. So what the fuck is full-time about that?
At least it should be. That's the way it should be. I don't know, but I just think.
And if a lot of y'all would discipline y'all kids and have some fucking control over y'all kids, they wouldn't be such a full-time job in the goddamn first. They're a full-time job because y'all let them do what the fuck they want to do.
Right.
They're a full-time job because they run the household.
It's crazy. And the ones that, like you said, the ones that say that usually are the ones with the worst children that just are running around the stores,
grabbing shit,
just have no control,
screaming.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, Lil Duval, I don't agree with this at all. It's not, like I said, 1960. It's 2021. This is a slap in the face to women and to kids. Knock it off. Like, I'm not flattered. You know what? And I honestly think he also said this because he thought that this was going to get a lot of women on his side. Because I think a lot of celebrity men think that, like, oh, if I say this to appease a woman, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be the man. Like, she's going to think I'm so sweet. Like, this is just whack.
It's been a lot of this. It's been a lot of placating women, but they're doing it to show that they're able to take care of a woman themselves, but not understanding that women these days ain't trying to give away their value to be with you anyway.
No, not even a little bit. And if they are, then those probably aren't the women that you want to be with anyways.
Like, listen, man, this day and age, this ain't fucking 1960. This ain't Jim Crow. This ain't 1880, bro. Like, get your ass outside and work.
Yeah.
Find you something to do too. You know what I'm saying? Like, folding clothes and mopping floors and cooking dinner. Do that shit when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a full-time job, bro.
No.
Not.
And it cracks me up too. It cracks me up too because he's a male celebrity, and I always hear male celebrities saying, like, I have to be careful with the type of women I surround myself with because I want to make sure she's not using me for my money. But then you go and say something like this, and women who aren't going to use you for money are not agreeing with this. It's the women who are going to use you that are agreeing with this statement. You know what I mean? So you are attracting the women that you don't want.
Exactly.
But I preach. I'm done. We can move on. I know we've been on this one for a while.
Listen, for people who out there, JD chimed in. He said, well, we kind of are seeing this more. We're kind of seeing more of this now. Families are finding it cheaper for one of the parents to stay home and babysit rather than work an $11 an hour job and put half of their paycheck towards childcare. Let me explain something to you, JD.
Still not a job, though.
That's why back in the day, they put an emphasis on planning for kids.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest part about planning for kids is how much they cost.
Mm-hmm.
Kids ain't cheap. If you can't afford them, repo them damn kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't have them if you can't afford them. Don't turn your kids into a full-time job because you got 4 and now preschool is too fucking expensive. That's not a full-time job, sis. You can't afford childcare. That's why you folding clothes and watching Maury.
Right. Yeah, it's not fair to
Let me
anybody,
get off of this before we get canceled because the poor people gonna hate us.
I'm just saying, like, it's lockdown. We're honest. What's this one? Kardashians?
Oh shit! How did this even sneak in? I didn't even see this one.
I got this one. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson dating. This is from Perez Hilton, by the way. Shout out to Perez. He's been on the show. We love him. Fan favorite. But she just arrived in NYC after shocking hand-holding photos. So Pete Davidson, obviously, we know is a serial dater. I think he's had 3 serious relationships already this year. And Kim clearly is just now, what? Is she divorcing Ye? What is she doing?
Man, listen, first of all, I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't think Pete Davidson likes girls. Let's start there.
You think he's just using them?
I think didn't he date Ariana?
They were engaged right after.
What happened to that?
Because she dated him right after, what's his name died?
Mac Mills.
Mac Miller. I almost called him Mike, and I knew that wasn't it, so I didn't want to be disrespectful. But yeah, they got engaged right after that. That didn't make any sense. And then he dated somebody else real serious, another one real serious. So he's just like everywhere.
Look, whoever's making the contracts for his relationships, they're real good. But I don't think he's a part of these. I think he's just there to show face, and the people on the other side of the relationship are what they call beards. But I don't think Pete Davidson likes girls.
That makes sense. With the way that he dates around, that could be possible.
We literally just seen her last relationship play out in public. Like, who the fuck would want to touch that and then be out here, you know what I'm saying, publicly kissing and shit? How weird is that?
I don't know. And then on top of it all, like, She's not even divorced yet. I don't think they're even, her and Ye aren't even officially divorced. By the way, it's Ye now. He changed his name. Did you know that?
Man, this nigga mama named him Kanye. I'm gonna call him Kanye.
No, like he changed his name to Ye now.
No,
so.
no.
But they're just not even divorced yet. This is just strange. Again, repo the kids. They got North.
Repo them kids.
They got Chicago. They got Saint. There's a lot of kids involved, and you just out here just.
We are doing a repo them kids episodes this season. I just made a executive decision. We are scratching whatever the next episode is, and we are doing a repo them kids episode for the very next episode.
That's gotta be. Yeah, I was about to say it's gonna have to be the next one.
I hope we don't have a guest.
We only have one more.
I hope we don't have a guest scheduled.
Moving on. Yeah, tell us how you guys feel in the comments about this, because I just think it's weird, and hopefully it's not true. Like
JD chimes in, he says it'll be forever impossible for Kim K to find love when she has spent hundreds and thousands proving that she doesn't even love herself. Listen, that says it all right there. Check and check. Kim Kardashian, I feels like, gets so much unwarranted publicity.
Mm-hmm.
Because who cares? Who cares about? First of all, when did Pete Davidson become relevant enough for us to care?
I think it's because she just was on Saturday Night Live a couple weekends ago, so this is why it's really like a bummer, I guess. I didn't watch the episode.
I don't even know Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. I know dude from Wildin' Out.
Wildin' Out? He was on Wildin' Out?
Yeah, Pete Davidson was on Wildin' Out first.
He like really on the show, or you mean a guest?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's where he came from.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't even know him from there. Weird. Enough Kim Kardashian time. I cannot stand themhoes.com.
This one's more serious.
As I say that, James chimes in and said, them Kardashians are crazy.
Yeah, it's something to do with them. I don't know.
He said Pete Davidson is basic. Listen, if y'all get a chance, share this broadcast, y'all, because it's about to get crazy up in here. I'm going to let my wife explain to the listeners about this one. I'm going to give you the title about this current event. It's a little bit more on the serious side.
Yeah.
It's a single mom found a tracking device on her car, and 2 weeks later, she was dead. And since my wife is a crime junkie, I'll let her explain the full story to you, because this is my first time seeing it.
Well, to be honest with you, this isn't anything to do with my love for crime right now. This went with last week's episode when we were talking about like creepy relationships and weird things that go on when people want to be with people, you know? So this guy was stalking her, and she had found a GPS tracker in her engine, I believe it was. It was somewhere on the car. And she had posted about it couple weeks ago saying like, hey, someone's following me, ladies, be careful, there's a tracker in my car, blah 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 blah. No one believed her. She called the police. They said they couldn't do anything about it. Like, she had asked seriously for help. People on social media were saying that she probably just planted it in her car herself for attention. Like, no one gave this woman any actual help or attention with this. And then now obviously she's gone. So I did this more for you guys to go, you know, again, last week's episode, and also just to warn you ladies out there and men, because I know there's some crazy people out here too. There's some women, but this is a new thing, I guess, that you can put a GPS tracker in like an engine or something. So I wanted my ladies out here to be aware that this is a new thing that creepy men are doing. Yeah, just be aware. Check your cars if you're driving by yourself and stuff. Make sure no one's following you, and be safe out there.
I really just find it weird that somebody finds somebody so sexy that they just kill them. That's beyond me. Like, she fine as hell, let me kill her.
Right.
What weird place did you come from to where one equals the other? I don't get it. Rest in peace to her. This is fucked up.
It definitely is. But that's that mentality again we were talking about.
I can joke about a lot of stuff, but this shit is fucked up.
What'd you say?
I said I can joke about a lot of things, but this is fucked up.
Yeah, no, there's nothing funny about this at all. Like, I want my ladies to be safe out here, because when I was reading this, I didn't know that this was a thing that people were doing. So, like, what in the world? But yeah, so that is the end of I think it's at the end of current events because last week you found a new one and you were okay. I forgot I added this.
All right, here we go. On to the topic of the day. And this is the last current event. So Will Smith recently shared that he once fell in love with a co-star during his first marriage. I found myself desperately longing to see her. The topic of the day is jealousy in the relationship, and is your significant other jealous of you? So I feel like this one fits perfectly because I feel like this is his PR's team response to his wife's whole red table talk about his sex life.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks.
Shame on you, Jada. Shame on you.
First of all, Jada has to be the worst public partner in history.
Yeah, she's pretty terrible. She's pretty. I know a few that we can talk about in a little bit, but she's probably she's the top for sure.
JD chimed in and said, "What did Jada say?" Jada said last week that Will was no good in bed and that he couldn't mentally figure out what she wanted or some shit of the sort. But to me, Jada's just looking for attention in any form of fashion. Mm-hmm. All this red table talk shit. What was the one when she was talking to her daughter and her mom about
threesomes and stuff? Just weird. Yeah,
talking to your daughter and your mom about threesomes and shit. All of this shit is attention seeking. And then when she runs out of ammo, she throws Will in there. She already had him on there last year looking dumb as hell, talking about August Alsina.
Yeah.
And this is the Ayesha Curry effect on another level.
I was going to say that later on, but yeah.
This is the Ayesha Curry effect. We did a whole episode on this. This is what this is. This man, Will Smith, has given us nothing but greatness for about 25 years. Nothing but greatness. From Fresh Prince to Independence Day to Focus to whatever. And I actually think the Focus girl is the girl he's talking about in this one. I'm not sure. I didn't even read this. But if I had to take a guess, it'd be the chick from Focus because they played in a couple movies, I think, back to
Harley
back.
Quinn?
Yeah, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
I don't know her name. God be with you. I don't know her name, but I think that's who he's talking about. But at the same time, like, this dude ain't gave us nothing but greatness. You got 2 kids with this man. He's clearly the breadwinner because we don't care what the fuck you doing. We going to the movie theater to see Will Smith. This dude was a fucking genie on Aladdin.
What was the last thing she did? Girls Trip?
Girls Trip. She wasn't even a star of Girls Trip. She was just a co-star.
And she was awful. Her wig was horrible, and she was terrible in Girls Trip. I was disgusted with her way her appearance was in that movie. But yeah, Jada, like, this is the perfect example. And like you said, this is definitely his PR trying to clean up some things. But what I don't like about this is that, now listen to me here, I don't like that it's going back. They're trying to clean it up, but I don't like it's trying to make him look bad. You know what I mean? Like, I found myself. So it's kind of like he's giving her excuse to act this way as if it's like, it's okay, because I definitely have had infidelity before. I've cheated before. I've done her wrong. So what she's saying is okay because I've done this. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm reading this. And I don't like it at all.
Majorie chimed in. She said she's terrible. Trisha chimed in. She said, I seen the interview, but I didn't hear her say that. James said he knows what he wants. Co-stars. Majorie says exactly socials needed. James said her name is Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, yeah. That's it.
I almost called her Margaret. JD said Will don't get to have an open relationship and not catch any shit along the way. James says her best roles were Set It Off in a Different World episode with Tupac. Set It Off was it for me for Jada. I don't. And listen,
that was a good movie, yeah. That's it.
When you sign up to be Will Smith's wife, there will be a time for you, a la Michelle Obama. You will get a time, but you have to wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem with Ayesha Curry right here. They want to force relevancy upon themselves, and this one backfired. Bad. I've seen nothing but JADA memes and JADA hate because people don't care about what Will Smith is doing wrong. And we definitely don't want you, his partner, outing him on what he's doing wrong.
Because I'm forced to believe that he has been messing around. They've been doing their thing for years. We know that, right? But you don't get to have this young man, August, set your shit off, and then you just keep repeatedly beating this man up in the public eye. It's like they had what are those the divorce things, the things that you sign, what are those called?
Prenup.
I couldn't think of that for anything. It's like they had a prenup, and after like a couple years passed by, it was finally like ding ding ding, now I can talk shit about my husband. It's like she had that in like fine writing or something, because like this is just coming out of nowhere, but it's coming fast. It's been years.
The problem with people is they want to race to celebrity. They want to race to famousness. Like, granted, JADA is a celebrity. She's probably a D-list celebrity. But because she's married to Will, when they combine, she's a C plus B-list celebrity. But the breadwinner is Will. Mm-hmm. And y'all have kids. First and foremost, repo them damn kids. They should have been repoed a long fucking time ago. That's why your fucking daughter is out here singing like she's singing. And we don't know what the hell Jaden is. Will Smith was like the coolest fucking guy ever at Jaden's age. The fuck is he doing?
I don't know.
This is what happens when you don't wear the pants in your household. So the next time your wife tell you to sit down and you sit down, just remember, you about to have a Jaden Smith and a Willow Smith. And your daughter gonna be
that's my jam. I love that
house.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that song.
You don't want that for your house, dog.
No, that's my jam though. I'm not about to hate
on that. No. Because why is she singing like that?
But
first of all, it's cultural appropriation. We always talk about when people
stop it.
do our culture wrong and they come in trying to sound and rap like us and act like us. Why the fuck is she singing like she in fucking Blink 21 or Blink 182 or 185 or whatever the fuck that number was? Why is she singing like that?
Because she can.
No,
but here's
fuck
the
that.
thing. Like you said, repo them kids, because I just feel like also with everything that's going on, she could have been doing this years ago before they were grown. They're grown now. They understand everything that's going on. Like, why did you wait once again? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like she's just trying to rock her whole family to pieces. And I'm just so confused to how you get to admittedly cheat on your husband, and then you get to rebuttal by also saying that he's terrible in bed and this, that, and the other. You would think that, let's not even fail to mention how she continuously talks about how she's still in love with Tupac, this dead man. I'm disgusted by that. Like, this man has been competing with a dead man for years. And I still always think, like, if Tupac was still alive, what makes you think he would be messing with you anyways? Tupac was the man. Pretty sure he wasn't going to still be sitting here with JADA ass.
Like, bald-headed ass JADA.
I keep forgetting that she did that. I don't know what she's going through right now, but she's so jealous of this man. It's insane. And it's heartbreaking, really, how you can be so jealous of your husband or your significant other. So I want you guys to chime in. Tell us if you have any time been jealous. Not jealous because like your significant other has interest in someone else. Not that type of jealous, but actually jealous of them. Like, chime in and tell us, or if you've ever had that situation happen to you when you were in a relationship, because I just think this shit is weird. Like, it's weird. I don't know what to say.
before and while we waiting on y'all to type all that stuff out, because I know these stories gonna be crazy, and you probably ran into it in a relationship or two. So give us all the stories. We need to know. Share this broadcast, tag some people who have been through jealousy in their relationship. It's wild, and a lot of people don't know about this, so we thought this topic was a good topic to share with the people. JD chimed in and he said Jada's biggest crime is trying to make those goofy ass kids of her relevant. And that's the thing. Like, if she just stays out the fucking way, they're Will Smith's kids, they would have been fine. Trisha says, I don't think Jada said anything wrong. She just said that women expect their partner to be able to read their minds in bed. I don't think it's about what she was talking about. It's about the fact that we don't care, because of everything that's happened between her and Will in the last year, like, we don't care.
No, like, you should shut up, sis.
Yeah,
like,
shut your mouth.
Shut up. And not only that,
a great wrestler once said, know your role and shut your mouth.
You have to, and
you gotta live by that. The first part is important though. Know your role and shut your mouth. Because we don't care what you're talking about, Jada. We don't.
I don't.
I don't give a fuck if your table turns blue tomorrow. I don't give a shit.
But see, also, like, this is the issue too. The statement was,
said, hold on. Here we go repoing kids again. I will forever repo kids.
You got to go back to that statement because I got to be able to read it. She said that he can't read her mind in bed.
Yeah, she said that that women expect their partner to be able to read their minds in bed.
Okay, so that's an issue because that's such an open thing. Like, even if she meant that in a good way, which I don't understand how she could, but that's still opening people into your relationship for them to guess, like, oh, if she's saying that, and that means that he must not be satisfying her. She said it in a very nice way, in a very, you know how I talk, like how I'm really good at saying bullshit and saying like the most disrespectful things, but people don't read into. Like, she did what I would, you know what I mean, be able to do. But except for people didn't fall for her shit, because like, partner to be able to read their minds in bed. Yeah, absolutely. That's the most disrespectful thing ever, because you're literally saying that he doesn't know you. You have no connection in the bedroom. And like, he just isn't satisfying you.
So my question is to that. So when y'all had y'all two kids, you was just laying there with a straight face? Okay.
And then then I have a problem with that you say that, because now, are you trying to say because y'all been married for so long, like it's not enjoyable anymore? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much torched things that you can read into when it comes to this statement that I just don't like it. I don't like it, Jada, at all.
Trisha said, here we go repoing kids. We will forever repo kids. JD said, laughing my ass off. Hey, technically Rock is from the blues and Elvis stole the blues. Listen, I understand that. But we ain't never been singing. That's good. Let them have it.
I kind of vibe. That's my shit, though. I love that song.
Understand that cultural appropriation goes both ways. And we got to have the same respect that we have for cultural appropriation when it's our people doing it. You can't go singing like that, bro.
No. A wise friend once told me, and she's very wise, y'all, that Black people cannot be racist, nor can we culturally appropriate, because we are known as being powerless in America. So we don't have power, meaning that we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. She's allowed to say rock. She's good. A wise person once told me that.
I'm okay with rock. I like rock and roll. But I'm okay with us singing country. I'm okay with all of it. I listen to a couple Black country singers. But be yourself. Sis, we already heard you sing Whip Your Hair Back and Forth. We know you don't sing like that.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't. But Bow Wow also put in a grill after
You have to bring up Bow Wow.
Bow Wow put a grill in.
You already know whoever you defending is dead ass wrong.
Bow Wow was bouncing with me. And then he put that grill in and started cussing, right? He was not himself either. He needed a Snickers bar. He needed a Snickers because it didn't make any sense.
James chimed in and gave us a great tidbit. He said Tupac was engaged to Kadada Jones before he died. So he was not worried about Jada, which I can imagine. I seen the way she acted over August Alsina. I seen the way she handled that situation. It would only make sense if she was a side chick for Tupac.
Which is weird because that was her son's friend as well. All weird, just weird. Jada, go.
They living. Jada's living the for real porn life. Y'all ever turned on porn and y'all see, I fuck my friend's mom or I fuck my best friend's mom? I thought that shit was for show. Obviously, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Like, what the hell is going on? How the fuck does she test these people before you give them a platform?
Oh, don't forget about Nutty Professor. Jada had Nutty Professor, and it was awful. I did not like her in that.
Yes, give me the Janet Jackson Nutty Professor over the Jada Nutty Professor any day, and you all know I cannot stand no whispering ass Janet fucking Jackson.
You know what? Jada had a bad wig on in that movie too.
She was probably bald head underneath. Ain't no right wig for bald head.
I'm tired of Jada and these terrible wigs in these movies. Because Girls Trip, make no sense. Nutty Professor, nope, it didn't make no sense. Why they do her like
James
that?
said that the one that Will always hinted at was Jada always hinted at was Will and Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense because now we know that Gabrielle Union's a top.
Well, yeah. She runs D-Wade, yes. And
Same type of personalities.
Hold on. Leave that alone. You say what you need to say.
If you look at the kids in both families, they are very similar. Repo them damn kids first and foremost. Them kids got to be at the front of the fucking bus of repoism.
Chris, Repo them say that, let it go. Moving on because
D-Wade is one of the greatest basketball players we have ever seen.
Here we go.
And his child is out here looking like Myrtle Urkel. You got to wear the pants in your relationship or else your kid going to be out here singing da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, or out here confused as hell on who the fuck they want to be. Because the gender roles aren't set correct in your household.
Didn't I tell you to let it go? I could have sworn that I said just say that, let it go. But yeah, but go on. But listen, when it comes to also relationships, you hit Steph Curry and his girl, right? I also have a new one for you. Because Patrick Mahomes' girl is really beginning to behave the same exact way. Have you noticed?
Well, we all know she had a plan from the beginning. This was her plan from the beginning. She's so irrelevant that she got to start early.
Yeah. Like
she don't even have a choice. She got to start now. She jumped in with the what about me. She didn't even give it a year.
Dog, she's outrageous. I've been seeing nothing but people upset about the things that she tweets and stuff. Like, she just does not know how to shut her mouth at all. And she's about to mess this man's money up. She's outrageous. Patrick Mahomes' wife, I think her name is Brittany too, which I'm a little embarrassed about. She probably don't spell it right like me, but she's I'm just tired of that. Like, how are you jealous of your significant other, the breadwinner, the one that's like supporting you? Like, let it go. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Have your babies, because that's all she wanted. Be quiet.
Trisha chimed in. She said that Jada rolled August like a porn star and he cut her off. So maybe it's not Will's issue in bed. Maybe it's hers. Yes. And I always say this to y'all. Y'all can take this home, put it on a t-shirt, whatever. The motherfucker laying on your couch every day is going to be better at sex than the motherfucker going out there to get money for your household. Motherfucker with nothing to do, that's not booked, that don't have no shows, is going to be better than the person who filming 8 movies at one time in bed. Because they got a lot more fucking energy.
They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. And I just
if I stayed at home and played 2K all day and ate snacks I would blow your back out so much that you wouldn't even go to work.
Wow.
Because you don't understand this. When you're working hard and you're getting out here getting it every day, that shit takes energy. When you're raising your kids the right way, you got them in fucking activities and sports, and they know who they are and they know the gender roles in your household. All that shit takes energy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not about to be fucking humping like you're 25 every day. Now listen, sometimes I go back in the time chamber and I'll do a surprise blow your back out.
That's enough.
But it ain't gonna be every time. Because I ain't got it.
That is enough. Yes, but I agree with you.
But in case you listen, in case you don't have one of them lay on the couch dudes and you got one of them hard working guys, you can go to adamandevestores.com and cop you something for them vagina lips.
LL69.
Understand me when I say that. Like
LL69 is just
LL69.
LL69 use it. So you don't have a JADA walking around telling about how you don't know how to read minds in the bedroom. Don't let it happen.
After she just literally got caught in a emotional relationship with somebody else. Majorie commented, she said, haha, Captain, I'm literally in shock. Repothemkids.com. I'm probably about to launch that soon. It's just going to be pictures of kids who should be repoed. So if you put your son in gymnastics, he might make repo your kids.
Another relationship. Didn't I tell you to cut that shit out? Another relationship that's weird. Let me tell you something. Cut that shit out. But you know who else was super jealous in their relationship? Like, I can't with you. Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson. Do you remember their story at all?
No, I really wasn't up on that. I just thought that Jessica Simpson was fine to me back in the day, but that's as far as it went. I watched the show just a tad bit, but not much.
Newlyweds, yeah. No, Jessica Simpson's beautiful. But let me tell you something. It started off because Nick Lachey was in 98 Degrees. Jessica wasn't that popular yet at all. Like she was doing her singing thing, but she wasn't a 98 Degrees level. They got married. They had their reality TV. We all know that, is this chicken or is this tuna? Set that shit off. She got so popular from that. And then she began to act as if she was a dumb blonde. By the way, let me tell you guys something right now. I read her book. She fooled y'all for years. Jessica Simpson is not stupid whatsoever. She's actually very intelligent. She never once, there was nothing that she never strategically said, you know what I mean, that was stupid without on purpose. Like, she made her money by acting like she was a dumb blonde. The woman is not dumb. Read her book if you ever have the opportunity to. And to be honest, I know I've been saying for years that she's not stupid, but read her book. But anyway, so they got married. She profited off of that. And then she ended up being the one that made all the money. And you can even see it now if you go back. And it's so crazy. Because I used to watch Newlyweds like everybody else in the world. Everybody wanted a Nick and Jessica relationship. But to go back now at my age especially and to rewatch those episodes, you can see the toxicity from just watching one episode. You can clearly see, and it's so strange that you can watch one and you can see how quickly Nick changes. Like, you can see it on an episode of how he starts to change and get jealous of this woman because she's no, you know what I mean? Like, she's no longer relying on him. He's no longer the big breadwinner. You could even see 98 Degrees starting to not even become relevant on the show. She was starting to make the money. She was doing, Dukes of Hazzard, stuff like that. He was so jealous. He started saying stuff like, oh, you have all the credit cards. And he was upset because she was getting highlighted on the red carpet and they would ask him to step aside and, just so they could take pictures of her. It's just crazy to see. But people looked up to them. Like, everybody is always like, Nick and Jessica. Even now that those two are separately married to two different people, have kids with two different people, still to this day, I hear people like, I wish that I could have a Nick and Jessica relationship. And I'm like, rewatch those episodes because that was the most toxic relationship I've never seen one. And that was a true prime example of jealousy in a relationship. You guys need to see it. Yeah, Nick was jealous of Jessica real time. It's crazy.
Yep. James chimed in and said Nick was jealous of Jessica in real time. James also said Jada's mom is odd too. Listen.
Yeah.
Jada's mom
Strange.
could be the catalyst behind all of this, and we never even thought about it because she's the one sitting at the table allowing her daughter to talk in front of her granddaughter about threesomes. When y'all get ready to be with somebody, take a long look at their family. Take a long look at where they came from, because a lot of your problems are going to stem from the problems that their parents had.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, how else to say this, but the disorganization and dysfunction in people start at child's age, which is why I always say repo the kids. Like, the reason you got to repo the kids is because if you are a fuck up and a failure and you're raised wrong, not saying that Jada's a failure, not saying she's a fuck up, but I'm saying that if you are that and you're raised by one of those people, all of their faults are going to become your faults. So if you are having 10 dudes meet your kid because you run through dudes every other day, and your kid now has 9 uncles and one baby daddy, then they are going to think that that's how a relationship goes.
Yes, because they don't know anything else.
So when I say repo them kids, it's a little deeper than that, but take them damn kids away. Y'all got kids. Y'all have to stay. And her kids, Jada's kids, are in the formative years. This is going to form them for the rest of their lives. That 25 to 35 age range, dude, that's when you figure out who you are. And as you can see, they are, if this was a test, they would be far the fuck behind talking about somebody. No, that ain't who you are. You fucking Will Smith's daughter.
Yeah, I don't even think they get. But see, that's the thing.
Jaden has more movie credits than a lot of A-list actors before he turned 20.
But that's another thing.
When's the last time you seen Jaden in the movie?
You haven't, but that's another thing that I don't like, because I feel like she's also taking away this man's relevancy to his children. You know what I mean? Like, this man is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They're literally about to do a remake because of Will Smith. Like, this is...
And it's not starring his son.
Is what?
It's not starring his son.
And it's not starring his son. And it's like you hear him like in interviews with his children around him, and you can see like they love their dad, they've watched it, you know, but you can tell that they do not realize that their dad is Will Smith. Like,
yeah, and we got to give Will some blame too, because just the two of us was real close to Dance with My Father again. I will say that. So he got to put the pants on.
I swear I just told you to stop that. I swear.
No, I'm being dead ass.
No,
listen. Listen. You gotta put the pants on in your relationship.
I think
or your kid's gonna be out here wilding.
Y'all, didn't I just tell him to stop? I swear I told him to stop, but I agree with you.
James said Chris Pratt and Anna Faris are another couple. I know neither. I know who Chris Pratt is because he's in Marvels.
Yes, no, you know Anna Faris. It's the girl from Scary Movies that you always get mixed up with every other girl that's blind.
Is that the one I be saying that played on the Addams Family?
Damn it, Chris. The girl from Scary Movies that's funny.
It's a couple girls in the Scary Movie that's funny. I know Regina King.
Listen. Anyways, yeah, Chris Pratt was who? Just, you know who Chris Pratt was?
Yeah, he the one who sold all the Marvels out and was riding on that plane with Zoe Saldana. That's who Chris Pratt is. And I only know him because he ride with Zoe Saldana. That's exactly how I know him.
Anna Faris.
But as y'all can see, I'm not well versed in celebrityism.
You talk about her all the time.
Anna Faris is. I'm about to act like I know who she is. Okay, yeah, that one from Scary Movie. I know her.
From Scary Movie. Damn it.
How long did they date for?
They were married. They have children. I think they have one kid. Married for years, but then jealousy came about. Yeah.
That's a weird mixture.
Well,
but it's a lot of talent in them jeans.
I mean, we don't know these people, but I don't know if they're weird or not. That's not. I just know someone got jealous and they're divorced now. So
I don't know nothing about it, so I can't speak on it. But I can't even fake like I know like what happened between them two. But it seems as if I take their characters and I mesh them together, it seems to me as if there would be some jealousy. So she was jealous of him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Marvel's character, for crying out loud. Like, duh,
When is the last time we've seen Anna Faris?
She's in heavy replay every day, like heavy syndication. That show Mom. It's always on.
Oh,
I've never watched it. I think that's the last. But I mean, the reruns play like it's nobody's business. It plays like Friends.
But that's not Marvel's.
It's not Marvel's at all, and it's not new. But that's it. That's all I know. She was in that Playboy movie when she was like the dead mom. We saw that a long time ago. You thought it was hilarious, but like they lived in the Playboy mansion.
I think she's hilarious.
She got kicked. Yeah, she got kicked out of the Playboy mansion, and then she ended up like going to the college campus and being the sorority mom.
Oh
like,
yeah, it was like mom. That. It was like the fake remake of that show, that the one that we like.
Yeah.
The one where she became a lawyer.
There you have it. Yep. It was just like that.
What's the name of that movie? What it's
called. Huh?
What's the name of that movie where she became a lawyer?
I can't think of it. But yeah.
Where she was the sorority house mom. Is that the same movie, or am I mixing movies? I think I'm on a celebrity deep end now. I don't even know where we at. Like, I'm lost.
I think you're mixing movies together, but I get what you're trying to say, and that's all that matters. Because I'm not Jada. I'm going to have your back no matter what. You know what I mean?
Legally Blonde. Look, James trying Legally Blonde. That's my shit.
That's Reese Witherspoon. But anyways, have you ever had an opportunity have you ever had anyone that was jealous of you in a relationship?
Probably, but you know me, I don't pay people attention, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah, no, I think I did too. Yeah. Yep, once. Oh, yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, I did. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. I just thought about that. He was so jealous that he tried to get me not to even go to, like, a big university to go to college. Like, dude was trying to get me to go to, like, a WASO. You know, that's some hater shit. Like, how dare you? How dare you try to get me to go on a boring-ass college campus what am I going to do in a WASO? My biggest excitement is to go to a McDonald's every day. Like, that's some jealousy shit.
I don't know much about a WASO, but if it's smaller than Mount Pleasant, how dare he?
No, it's definitely smaller than Mount Pleasant. Like, significantly smaller than Mount Pleasant. Like, did you just hear me say that I think the biggest excitement would be going to a McDonald's? Like, yeah. But you have to be careful, too. You got to pay attention to when people are jealous of you, because sometimes they might not even out early, let it be known, but you got to pay attention to the little cues. If they're saying slick shit all the time, if they're constantly like berating you all of a sudden for even things that you have on when you were wearing those things when they met you, like there's something behind that. So you got to be careful with that, y'all. Figure it out. Know who you're with.
I think the number one issue that I see these days is the changing of people. Like, once they get together, like the person that they wanted to talk to in the beginning, they want to change them. To me, that's the number one sign of jealousy, like in a relationship. Like, why would you want to change something that you wanted?
Yeah, it's weird.
That makes zero sense to me.
None whatsoever. That means they just
give me 1 second. I'm going to reset you.
Like,
now, are you good now?
Yeah, was I not? All right, can you hear me?
Yeah. Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you the whole time. I didn't know we were having issues. So, But yeah, that's all I have to say though about the situation. I don't think that I have really anything else. I just want you guys to be careful out there, because once that jealousy hits, you don't know what people are bound to do, especially these days. Emotional beings turn into emotional killers. I hate to take it to that all the time, but in all seriousness, you guys really have to pay attention to stuff like that. You would hate to think that it's someone that you trust and think that you're going to spend forever with, or even get to forever with, and then realize that they are jealous. But you got to get out of that, because it's just not worth it at all.
I also need to put one more part out there. If you have a significant other who competes with you silently, for instance, if you put something on Facebook that's a big win for you, and then the next day they have to do it, or if you have a big accomplishment in business and then they make up one that seems like theirs is just as big as yours.
Yeah.
Or, for instance, if you get a new pair of shoes and they always asking where's theirs, or you get a new truck and they feel like now they need a new truck, you have a jealous significant other. Get rid of them.
I'm laughing so hard because I know a couple people like that. That's why I'm laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's like to actually be able to know people like that, like it's so sad that it's comical. So sometimes I laugh in awkward situations. Like, I'm not proud that I know people like that, but I do know people like that. Like, silently.
What about this one, baby? This is the end all one right here. If you ever have like a big accomplishment in your life and it's time to celebrate, and they spend their entire time trying to make that time miserable, them people are jealous. No, it's not normal relationship problems, because I know a lot of y'all sitting around here talking about relationships are tough and marriage is tough and there's ups and downs. I hate when y'all say that shit. There's ups. If a motherfucker trying to ruin your good time when they should be celebrating you, they, my friend, are jealous.
Very jealous. There is no reason that you should be celebrating your wife's promotion, and yet the business party or the promotion party, staff party, whatever the hell you guys call it these days, and you're there and you just sitting there pouting, lips sticking out, you know what I mean, tears just flowing all of a sudden because suddenly something bad happened in your life and you guys got to go home. Like, let's cut that out. Like, you guys have to stop doing that and stop ruining people's time, because they work so hard. And it bothers me too, because a lot of people like will always connect their good time with your bad time. You know what I mean? Like, the bad is always going to override the good. So that no longer is something that they're going to want to celebrate. They're not going to remember like, hey, that was the day I got the promotion. They're going to remember, no, hey, that's the day that, you know, so-and-so acted a fool and ruined my entire night. And you guys have to stop doing that to people. Like, that bothers me. I've seen it happen, and that's just got to end, because it's not normal. You guys just got to stop. That's clown shit. And that's all I'm saying about that. So I'm done. Drop the mic. I'm done with that. I'm dropping the mic. Did you purposely give me the you purposely gave me the stage? Because I spoke some truth. Can you hear me? Or are you out? Are you in or are you out? Okay, so I thought that he purposely gave me the individual love. Wait.
Can you hear me now?
What happened to you?
No, my phone's tripping. I got on Do Not Disturb. I guess I'm getting a bunch of alerts right now. Phone's tripping. But
I thought you purposely gave me my individual mic because I just said some truth. But
I heard every second because this camera's not lagging. So I heard you the whole time, and you spit hot fire.
So I got my
hot fire.
Everything. I'm so glad you didn't miss it, but
I had to get in here because I had to get Trisha's comment up. Trisha said that if they consistently telling you what's wrong with you when you're working on yourself silently and never want to talk about their issues publicly, they're jealous.
Yeah, that's another thing. They always have something to say about you, but then you want to tell them one thing about themselves, and they get all up in arms. Drop them. Or drop her.
Say it again.
Let it go.
All right. Well, we love y'all. We out. My phone going out was a perfect time. Love Lockdown. Go give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
I got one more thing too. Last week, I want to thank you guys. It was our number 1 downloaded streamed episode ever. Like, we had a crazy amount of downloads last week. So we appreciate you guys so much for rocking with us. And make sure you guys check out Luke Belair, our sponsors, Adam and Eve. Like Chris said, give us 5-star rating on Apple and all that good stuff. And we love you guys very much. Make sure you don't get with no one that's jealous of you.
Peace.
Bye, guys. See ya.